So you're laying down that beautiful new laminate flooring. Everything's going great, and then you hit a spot like this, a doorway or where your new floor meets an old one. And it brings up a huge question, one that's all about safety, protection, and just plain old good looks. Today, we're going to get you the definitive answer.
Yeah, this is one of those little details that can totally stop a project in its tracks, right? The main floor is down, it's looking fantastic, but now you've got to figure out these tricky spots, the edges, the doorways. What do you do?
So let's just get right to it. Are these transition strips just a cosmetic add-on, something that's nice to have but not essential? Or are they a non-negotiable part of a proper, long-lasting flooring installation?
You know, in the DIY world, you get a lot of, well, it depends answers. But thankfully, this isn't one of them. There's a very simple, very direct answer to this question. So, what's the verdict?
Yes, that's it. Simple as that. According to flooring experts, transition strips aren't just recommended, they are absolutely essential. But the real question is, why?
So why is the answer a big, resounding yes? Well, it really boils down to three key things. It's not just about one benefit. It's this perfect trio of safety, protecting your floor, and, of course, getting that clean, finished look. Let's break each one down.
Okay, first and foremost, safety. And honestly, this is the biggest reason of them all, because a floor that's not finished right can be a real danger in your own home. Just picture this. You're walking from your new laminate in the hallway into the carpeted bedroom. Even a tiny lip, a small difference in height, can create an edge that catches your foot. What a transition strip does is smooth that all out. It creates this nice, gentle ramp that basically eliminates that trip hazard. It's super important, especially in areas you walk through all the time.
All right, benefit number 2 is all about protection. I mean, after all the time, money, and sweat you put into your gorgeous new floor, the last thing you want to see it get all banged up. And here's the thing you've got to know. Those cut edges of the laminate planks, they're the most vulnerable part of the whole board. If you leave them exposed, they're going to get hit by everything, foot traffic, vacuum cleaners, kids' toys, you name it. That leads to chips and fraying. A transition strip acts like a shield, a little bodyguard for the edge of your floor, protecting your investment and keeping it looking brand new for years.
And last but not least, our third crucial benefit. This one is all about achieving that professional, finished look that just makes you stand back and say, wow, I really did that.
Honestly, this is the cherry on top. An exposed, raw edge between two different floors just looks, well, incomplete. A transition strip bridges that gap cleanly, it ties the two spaces together, and it gives the entire installation a polished, intentional, and high-quality appearance.
So, what exactly are these things we're talking about? You might hear them called all sorts of names: transition strips, T-moldings, reducers, or even thresholds. Whatever you call them, they're all custom-molded pieces designed to do one job: create a smooth and safe bridge from one floor to another.
Okay, so you're sold. You need one. But then you walk into the hardware store and, whoa, there is an entire aisle of them. It can feel a little overwhelming, for sure. But don't sweat it. Picking the right one is actually a pretty simple 4-step process.
Here's your 4-step cheat sheet. First, know your materials. Are you going from laminate to carpet or laminate to tile? The type of strip you need will change. Second, match the look. Lots of brands sell strips that perfectly match their flooring so it looks totally seamless. Third, measure the height difference. A strip for 2 floors of the same height is different from one that needs to act as a reducer and slope down. And finally, check the installation method. Most modern strips just snap into a track, which is very, very DIY friendly.
And yeah, these are pretty much the exact scenarios you're going to run into. Whether your new laminate meets up with carpet, tile, hardwood, or vinyl, you can be confident there's a transition strip specifically designed for that exact job.
This all brings us to the final, crucial point. A flooring project isn't just about laying the planks in the middle of the room. A true pro finish is all about the details, and the transition strip is the key finishing detail.
This right here really sums it up perfectly. The whole goal is to maintain the aesthetic integrity of the space. It's a small detail, but it's one that protects the quality and the beauty of your entire project.
And that leaves us with one final thought. After all the work of installing a new floor, is it really worth skipping this final, critical step? For safety, for protection, and for a truly professional look, the answer is a clear no.